This is a 2026 Ford Mustang GTD in a custom Porsche Shark blue color. This car got full car PPF, 8-year coating, wheel coating as well. Ford actually recommends you doing some double impact pieces. So all the main impact pieces down at the bottom, above the rocker, and then behind the rear wheel, there's actually 2 pieces of film there. Other than that, we did do the window tint on it as well, just what we normally do with the ceramic coating.
I've probably had like 52 cars in my life.
All right, list them all off right now.
No. Although the best car I ever had, even though it was was a LeBaron convertible, red. And I was 18 years old. I drive down the beach. I actually had girls just jump into the back of my car when I was at the beach. I didn't even know them. They just jumped in. You didn't grow up in the 80s, man. That was the time.
Thanks for reminding me.
Hey Greg, I'm about to drop it down.
Done? Just starting and he can't talk.
Yeah, every time I say that, I find something else.
Is it one of those baseball things that you guys all run mustaches?
Yeah, it's been almost done for about 3 days.
What are you doing to this guy?
Very, very lightly claying over the matte paint. So usually you're not.
Oh, this is paint.
Yeah.
Oh. So you're a little nervous right now.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm on my. The slightest bit of too much pressure will actually show the clay mark in here, and matte paint, there ain't no buffing.
This weird thing happens where you lose your job.
Yeah. So I'm just going through panel by panel, getting off as much as I can without causing any damage.
Did you end up looking at the Audi or whatever?
I did. I went over, looked at it, and they wanted to give me way too less for my car. So yeah, I did not like the offer. So I'm probably just gonna go with the private sale route. But I loved it, dude. That thing was sweet.
Yeah. What was the S?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Does it need to be buffed because it's shiny? It's always a little confusing, but you have to learn how to read paint. It's like I've been showing Brian when he's capturing video. You got to find that right light and get the angle just right to where you can see only that light, and then you'll see all this cloudiness and scratches and micro-marring and swirls. So this guy's just been wiping this car down. He hasn't been washing it. Paintwork at some point, there's a literal cloud of overspray right here. So it's not factory original paint, but we'll see how good we can get it to look.
Is this guy getting windshield or just?
No, just 2 fronts.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It looks dark though. What is it?
20%. Video gaming, you had to blow it out to make sure it was clean. That's old stuff.
This whole video is just going to be about you saying you're old.
I don't think they need me to say it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Hear a couple of the bones pop as I get in. Yeah, this is actually hitting the. Yeah, there's something down there. Might be a piece of molding.
We have tons of different pads, tons of different chemicals, tons of different tools. This is actually a rotary buffer. It just spins straight. There's no oscillation to it like on a DA orbital buffer. But I'm using this for something very specific. I'm using a denim pad. It's actually made of denim, kind of like your blue jeans, but it's a very coarse pad, and what it does is it can help level texture, oxidation, any of that kind of thing fairly quickly as a first step, and then we go back and refine it with 2 more steps to make sure it gets out any marks that this would leave. Just something a little different I don't do on a lot of cars because typically they don't need this much. So that's the thickness of the paint in that area. So it's different just from there to there, right? So this one's even thicker, even thinner. You can actually diminish the thickness of your clear coat. And so what we try to do is diminish as little as possible to get the results that we want to get and still make it look like it's a flawless paint job. But yeah, I need to go back over that. That's driving me crazy. I left a couple lines just trying to do it quick for camera.
So now you're gonna have to flip the video around though, because this looks like I'm doing it after I put the one in.
No, this is the first time.
Oh, you actually recorded this? So this is taken out. At one time it was replaced, so when they put it back in, they went way too high. It's not supposed to actually touch the glass, but it is. So I gotta work it down. That's what you gotta do. See, I got it. Oof, well, it's still more to go.
First try.
So we're actually wrapping up buffing time on this. Doesn't mean it's finished by any means. I wish that's what it meant, but I've got to go around cracks and crevices, get some old wax and compound that was in there before it ever came here, get all that out of the cracks and crevices, and we're going to clean the door jambs real good. We'll go back to the wash bay. We still haven't done the wheel wells. We were going to wait and see. I was going to try to put it on the rack, but there's just, I don't think there's time for that. Just with the time I have allotted for this. But so after we wash it, then we will do a paint sealant. Just give it some kind of protection since he didn't do a ceramic coating because he doesn't even know if he's going to keep it. We will polish all the chrome and the aluminum. Then we'll jump on the interior. I think he's going to end up keeping it. I really do. I mean, he's going to see this thing and go crazy. He grew up in New York, and he talks about seeing these things on every street corner in New York, and they were all monsters. And so it's just like a memory for him seeing all these, and especially having 2 in here this week. He came by yesterday and he saw the other one. He's like, what is this? And he's got one more coming after this. We have a black one coming after this. They bought 2 that same day. They're working on getting it running first, and we were working on cleaning this one first, and then we'll swap. So we'll have more content on all that. But it's really coming out pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with this. It's got some body work. It's got a couple of issues here and there. But I mean, to go from what that paint looked like before to now is night and day. I mean, I think the camera's going to pick it up pretty good. After we finish the engine bay, he comes to me with, hey, I think I want to replace all that insulation up under the hood. Knowing what that insulation is, you barely touch it and it just rains down dust and everything else. We're going to have to cover the car in plastic, pull all that insulation down, try to keep the engine bay clean from all that work that we've already done. Thanks, Danny. And then he's ordered some new insulation. We'll put it in there. And yeah, of course, it'll look better when it's all done right. But it's part of doing this process. Once everything else looks so good, where do you stop? You just keep adding different things that you want to improve on. This is just an absolutely 99% perfect car. It really is. This car was built overseas to just an amazing level of attention to detail.